YouTube lighting, there are lots of videos about it. But what about the light stand? In this video, we're going to discuss different types of light stands and what you need to consider before buying one. I will also unbox the Near light stand which I recently bought and tell you the reasons of buying it. So let's get on with it after a brief intro.
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude.
Hello, salam, namaste, sat sri akal and copy to all. This is Interurban KG and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a YouTube hobbyist and in this channel I share my reviews, travel vlogs and experiences. So if you want to be part of the journey, you already know what to do. There are many types of light stands out there. However, most of them are for professional movie making or for photo studios, which is something which I don't do. We can't cover everything in one video, so for the purpose of this video, we'll just focus on 3 types of light stands, which according to me are best for someone who is starting to create videos and is on low budget, or a hobbyist like me, or maybe a person who wants to step up their game and move to a little professional setup or a little sturdy setup from the basic one. To make it easier to grasp, I have split this video in 3 sections. In first section, I'll be talking about the things you should consider before buying a light stand, and then we'll talk about different types of light stands, and finally I will unbox my Near light stand and I'll tell you the reasons why I upgraded to it. So let's go to the first section, things to consider before buying a light stand. The first and foremost thing to consider is the weight of your light. The most important job of any light stand is to provide solid, reliable foundation for whatever it is supporting. You don't want your $300 light falling down and breaking just because the light stand was not strong. Also, you need to consider the weight of other accessories which you might want to put on it, like a softbox or something else. So let's talk about the second thing to consider. That's the mount. You basically need to consider what mount does the light require. Now this is not a big issue as most of the small to medium lights are attached with 5x8 inch mount, also known as the baby mount, and there are some cheap ones like mine which just come with a 1/4 inch mount. But don't worry about that. If you end up buying a wrong mount, you can always get an adapter to fix it, and these adapters are pretty cheap on eBay or Amazon. The third thing you need to consider is the height of the stand. Do you create videos while standing or sitting? What is your height? You basically need to know the maximum and minimum height range of the light stand and then decide if it suits your needs. Taller stands give you more range but are generally less stable unless you go beyond $300, which is obviously an overkill for a beginner or a hobbyist. Also, in most of the cases, you can buy an extension pole and sandbag later if you need to increase the height, as long as you are within the weight stand can support or bear. So it is always better to have a cushion between your load, which you're putting on the stand, and the maximum capacity of the stand for added stability and future proofing. As they say, you buy it nice or you buy it twice. The fourth thing you need to consider is the portability and the footprint. Do you need a lightweight stand which you can travel with, or you need something sturdy as you're always in a studio or a makeshift room like me? Do you need something which has a closed lens so that you can just fold it after you complete your shoot, or you have a permanent setup where this does not matter? Lightweight stands are great for travel, but they may be less stable as compared to heavier stands. The closed length of the stand will determine how easily you can pack it and transport it. So if you're working in a cramped quarter, say a corner of a room, check the footprint of your stand to make sure that it will fit. All this information about the stand, whether it is the height or the weight, you will find in the specification section of most of the website. That is if you're buying online, especially in these days. But if you are in camera store, do ask these questions to the person who is selling you the stuff. So now the $1 million question. Which kind of stand shall a beginner or a hobbyist like me or you shall buy? There are only 3 kinds of stands in my experience which beginners or hobbyists shall even consider. The first stand is the basic stand. These are for everyday light and moderate use. These stands are very lightweight and easy to carry and are not very expensive. However, they are only good if you have a light which has less weight. So let me give you the best example of a basic stand. I have Near Pro stand which has a folded height of just 2 feet and can extend up to 6 feet. The claimed capacity of the stand is around 6 kg and I just bought it for 23 Australian dollars, which is equal to around 17 USD. I've been using this stand with my newer dimmable bicolor LED, mostly operated on battery. The light costed me around 54 Australian dollars or 40 USD. The weight of my entire setup with a U bracket and softbox is around 2.5 kg, which is well within the range of this stand. The entire cost of this setup is around 95 Australian dollars or around 70 USD. I have put a link of everything which I am using in the description. So just in case if you want to look at it. I've been using this setup for last 6 months for talking head videos like this, and it has served well with just one screw getting displaced. I do not have a studio, so I just tuck it in the corner of the room once I'm done with shooting. The biggest drawback with it is that you can't tilt it and you can't put a better setup or a light which is heavier on this stand because obviously it'll break or the light will break. So if you're a beginner or you're a hobbyist who is just starting up and just wants to see how it goes, a basic setup with a basic stand will be the best thing to start with. Now let's go to the second type of stand. Now this is called C stand. I do not own one personally, but these stands in a very simple term have one bigger leg. These are used in commercial photo studios and are found to be more durable. These generally come with an extension arm which can be used to tilt the light, or you can extend the arm and even use it for a boom mic or overhead video or whatever you want to do. These are made with heavy duty stainless steels and are capable of carrying huge weights. However, they are very heavy and are not easily portable and consume more space. Since they are very expensive and I do not have a studio, they were not for me. But if you do have a studio and you want something which is sturdy and you want to use it for multiple purposes, these might be for you. But please bear in mind, a good C stand will cost you around 200 USD. The final stand which we will talk about is a heavy duty stand with wheels, and this is like a basic stand's next version. These are similar to basic stand but have heavier material and carry a higher payload. These are a bit expensive and not very portable, but with the help of wheels you can move around, that is if you're buying a stand with the wheel. So if you have a heavier setup or heavier light, or you want to upgrade to a better setup in future, you might want to consider a heavier stand. Always remember, the more expensive your lights are, the sturdier you will like your stand to be, to minimize the risk of lights being broken, especially because of a cheap stand. As far as I am concerned, I am upgrading my lighting setup to Aperture Amaran 100D with Light Dome SE. This setup will be weighing around 5 kg. I'll be posting a full review of that and how to set it up with the new stand shortly, because this is for the stand and then that will be the next video. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with the bell icon so that you're notified. I bought this Near Pro 100% stainless steel stand which can carry a weight of around 30 kg and has a folded height of around 4 feet and can expand to 10 feet. The overall cost of this stand for me was around 123 Australian dollars on a discount, which will be equal to around 90 USD. However, the trade-off is that the stand is pretty heavy. The stand by itself is 7 kg as compared to my basic stand which I showed you earlier, which was just 1.2 kg. Let's go to my unboxing desk to unbox and see what comes in the box, and then we'll set it up on the floor. All you get in the box are these 3 wheels and the stand itself. So let's set it up. So as I said, the height of it is around 4 feet. And to open these, all you need to do is just adjust these locks. But first, let's put the wheels on. Simply a rotate function. Just rotate it. So installing the wheels was not such a big deal. Let's open it up and then see. I'm unlocking it, and all you need to do is push it like this, screw it like this, just to make sure it's ready. The wheels are fine. The wheels also have locks. So as you can see, you can move it around. You can put locks on them. Once you have put them in place, and it's all good to go. So it just took me like what, 5-10 minutes to set this up. It has wheels, seems to be pretty sturdy, and you can lock these wheels, and you can also adjust the height by just unscrewing this one. I can also see mounts, so I can mount something else if I want to. And I really like this grip. There is some kind of an oil on it, maybe just to keep it lubricated, and 5x8 head, which means most of the lights will fit in. That's about the unboxing and setting it up. It's pretty easy. Let's get back to the video. I hope this video will help you in selecting the best light stand for your use case. If you have stayed till here and this video was helpful, do consider subscribing and leaving your feedback. Your support means a lot and keeps me motivated to create more videos. That is it for this one. See you in the next one. Rabb Rakha.